Testing, testing, testing. Well, everything seems to be working on the mic. I apologize if I sound a little bit weird right now. I'm a little bit sick, but I do want to tell you about my weekly bias for this week. There was no trades today. There was a. I was gonna take a trade earlier, but we didn't tap into any of the requirements I wanted for the trade, so I didn't take it. I wanted us to tap into this equilibrium right here, but obviously we didn't. Maybe I grabbed it wrong. Perhaps it could be also that, but we just tapped into the fair value gap and then just freaking dumped to the ground during New York session and hit the target objective. So I don't want to take any more trades throughout the day. But I want to see us possibly try to retrace at least up to this equilibrium because we have hit this monthly objective. But we'll see. We'll see. Depending on what happens, depending on like if there's any PD arrays on the higher time frames, then we could perhaps take it. But anyways, going back to what I was saying, um, kind of want to talk about my weekly bias and where I think Euro USD is gonna go for the week. I'm just gonna do Euro USD. I'm not really gonna do gold because as of lately, I believe gold has just only been going up like crazy lately. Yeah, I had a feeling. Yeah, I believe gold is just swaying all the way up. Yeah, this thing does not look like it's stopping anytime soon, if I'm being honest with you. Actually, we could, but we're at all-time highs right now, and it looks like we are dumping, but this isn't really something that I even want to try to test the theory out with, if I'm being honest with you. Oh, oh, but it looks so enticing. I always liked the volatility that gold had. It was always just so volatile, especially during New York session. Um, I don't think I don't think perhaps like anything is gonna necessarily happen during um what's it called? New York session. Uh sorry. I don't think we're gonna go down at least a little bit more on gold, but I don't know. The analysis isn't about this. We do have an order block up here. We have an order block right here. Depending if we respect said order block and we respect everything that we need to. Okay. All right. I guess my caps just don't want to work. Okay. We have an order block up there, sitting up there, as well on the 30-minute. As well, it lines up with the 15, but kind of would want to see gold retrace into discount. After we retrace into a discount, it would be nice if we could tap into this, sweep that, and then obviously continue going back down. Going back down to go sweep this. That's what I see for it so far. Just in light of following the trend, to be honest with you. There's really nothing that I don't see for gold right now, but that's really it. I wasn't really gonna do the bias for it, but I guess I just kind of did right now. Hold on, allow me a moment to go grab a piece of paper. All right, I'm back. I'm sorry about that. I'm a little bit sick right now, so but I'm getting better over time. All right, right. So now to the main subject of the video, Euro USD. Right. So on Euro USD, we had a bit of we had a bit of you know big of a drop, if I do say so myself. But let's take out everything, start from clean, and let me actually try doing my analysis on it very cleanly. All right. Let's start off on the monthly. All right. So first things first, on the monthly, we have a monthly fair value gap right here. Obviously, it seems like we're filling it, but let's take a look right now. Let's take a look at it right now. We tapped into equilibrium. Um, swept. We swept external liquidity. Swept all of this external liquidity right there. Swept all of this external liquidity. Now it looks like we're gonna go back into sweep internal liquidity. but we swept all of that external liquidity right there. But basically, we tapped it. We swept all of the liquidity that was lying right here. Um, then we couldn't go sweep this high right here. Fortunately, it's not really unfortunately, but that's a failure swing right there. All right, so that's good though, because that's what I kind of want to see. So that kind of confirms my bias a little bit more. And we also have an order block right here, but we closed inside that, so that's basically useless now. Um, we have an order block line below here, so I would try to anticipate some resistance around here, at least potentially to the upside. All right, now on the daily, obviously, whatever happens to this candle, I'm not sure yet. I want to try to anticipate for this previous day low to get hit and potentially tap us into this order block. For we can start continuing into a retracement of somewhat. So in theory, I would like price to come down here, right? Tap into this order block on the daily time frame, right? Now, after we tap into that order block on the daily time frame, I would want to anticipate price to start retracing a little bit up into equilibrium, into a possible PD array, and then continue coming back down to take that out to create in those lows. That's what I would ideally like to see. I'd want to see it reject off this premium fair value gap right here. That's what I would like to see. So right now I kind of want to see if we get this structure. We might hit that during London session or we might hit it soon. But it doesn't really matter. Right now we just kind of gotta do what we gotta do, just kind of wait and get a little bit more intel about price overall. But on the week, I'm I'm bearish probably up till like maybe Tuesday or Wednesday. Depending, I'm bearish until we hit this order block right here on the weekly. I'm bearish until we hit this order block right here on the weekly. And this order block is sitting around 15950. And then obviously on the daily, I'm still bearish. So I'm bearish until maybe Tuesday, Wednesday, maybe even possibly Thursday. But once we touch down on this order block, my bias is gonna start switching to the other side to hopefully tap into this equilibrium right here. So that would be ideally Tuesday. I mean, not Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, possibly Monday. And then going into the next week, I would be bearish again. Now, with that being said, that's kind of what I got going on right here for right now. Um, it's kind of what I got going on right here for right now. There's really nothing much. Um, that's really it. There's nothing really much. I mean, how many pips is it to the downside right there for, right? So it's about 43 pips. So 44 pips. Okay. I didn't take any trade yet because my objective was hit and I woke up late as well, unfortunately. So I wasn't able to take an entry. But even if I wasn't able to take an entry, I still probably wouldn't have taken an entry at all because we didn't tap into equilibrium, or at least the equilibrium that I wanted us to. So that's fine. That's fine. But so far, that's what I think of Euro USD. There's nothing really much to talk about here. Like overall, there's not really much more to go off. I mean, I can't really do much other than just wait for a little bit more intel and see what happens. Because we need a little bit more intel. We need a little bit more of what's going on, especially to do with any type of bias or whatnot. And we kind of just need to wait and see what happens. But right now, for anything, I'm anticipating for the weekly to be bearish for Tuesday, Wednesday, and then I'm anticipating for a potential reversal to a discount on Thursday and Friday. So we'll see what happens. I want to see how we react. Now, obviously, this is all dependent on how we react off this order block right there on the daily. Well, I don't even think it was on the daily. It was on the weekly. No, yeah. So I want to see how we react off that order block on the weekly and see what happens. But so far, we're not respecting any order blocks on the buy side of the curve, as you can see right here. No order, no respecting, didn't respect, disrespected. So we'll see. I would like to see a retracement into equilibrium right there. So with that being said, we'll see what happens. Um, we'll see what happens. We'll see what really goes on throughout today, and after that, we'll see what happens, and I will also see if I take any trades this week. If anything entices me to take a trade this week. But with all that being said, anybody watching this, happy trading. Stay safe today as well. That we got a little bit of a good amount. We have about a good amount of high impact news today. Not today, but like Tuesday tomorrow Paul speaks, so just be careful. Wednesday I believe there's no news. On Thursday I forgot what news there was. In fact, hold on, give me a second. Let me take a look at it right now. I shall say so myself. Uh okay, yeah, so we have news on Monday. We have news on Tuesday, right? Paul speaks. Wednesday there's no news. Thursday unemployment claims come out, so be careful. And Friday there's no news. So we'll see. We have three. We have three out of. We have no news on Wednesday. We have uh no news on Friday. But I want to see if I could more ideally get inside the markets while there is news on high impact folder days, because that volatility actually does help out a lot. But we'll see. But with that being said, that's my weekly and daily bias for um the weekly outlook, or and at least today. I was bearish today too as well. I also have the journal as well. Let me put that up for you right now. Let me put that up for you right now. Um, let's take a look at this. All right, we have the predictions right here. Take a look at that timestamp right there. Man, obviously, take a look at the actual outcome, which was in the morning on the 4 hour time frame. Unfortunately, but you can see as the update was starting today. Here, I'll give you a chance to read it. An A, an A, because I didn't put any risk on the table. Risk off. But yeah, there's really nothing else here, ideally. But you could take a look at this. I journaled this down yesterday around like 10 or like 11. It was around 10, 11, or 9, somewhere around there. It wasn't really too late, but I think it was mainly around 10. It was mainly around 10. It's like 10:30, 10:20, 10:40, somewhere around there. But, what's it called? Yeah. So this is what was happening around that time. I wanted to anticipate previous day low to get hit, but, obviously, it was nearby getting hit when I just had woken up. So if I woke up around around I woke up around 5, I probably would have been able to catch the move. I would have had to be woken up around like 8 or 7. That's previous day low right there. And since previous day low already gotten hit, that makes any short trades for me a little bit less probable. So I guess that's fine. But yeah, um, we'll see what happens. Ideally, like with everything going on right now in the world, we'll see what happens. And we also had an order block right here that we respected. We had an order block right here. If it's potentially we could grab the threshold. Oh, we didn't even tap into. Oh, we did. We hit the threshold and we almost got out of it too. Hold on, give me a second. Let me mark this out. Fifth. So that's the threshold right there. You can see we tapped into it, and then obviously this is getting out of it right there. So there we go. Well, with that being said, you can see we tapped into that. Then we just completely dropped, falling down about 37 pips. Jeez, that's a lot. But that's fine too. But hey, it happens. And I'm gonna stop rambling. But for the week, I am bearish, but I also like to see a retracement into an equilibrium throughout this week. And I want to try to anticipate that happening during Thursday and Friday. But that's really about it. That's really about it. Well, with all that being said, I'll catch you guys later, all right?